Hi, superstar. Welcome to this 10-part series, Transmission and Activation, for you to fully embrace, embody, and become your own soulmate through the activation of self-love and wholeness. I'm really excited to create this series for you to guide you through the activation, the downloads, the frequency medicine, the energetic medicine, the quantum healing that propels you into a portal of your highest timeline, whatever that means to you. The highest timeline may be where you are your most fulfilled self, where you are so utterly embodied in your inner unity and wholeness that you feel on a visceral cellular level that you don't need anything outside of you to complete you. You truly feel complete in every way. Now, the intention of this activation is that when you fully embody this inner union, this sacred union between you and your inner beloved, your connection to love, your connection to truth, your connection to the divine, when you fully embody this and feel this embodiment on every level of your multidimensional being, you become so utterly fulfilled within yourself that there is this natural joy and bliss that moves through your life as a guiding force. It moves through your body and supports you in every way. It's as if you truly know and feel that the universe not only has your back, but is moving through you to support you in making choices, in making decisions that are truly in alignment to your North Star, to your truth, to your heart, to your soul. You are going to fully honor your soul in every way from this activation. And this will transmute any pain patterns or karmic ties or ancestral patterns or historical society and culture patterns that have distorted your consciousness, your perception, and your belief or identity, where you betray yourself, where you abandon yourself in the process of that distortion. So we are clearing these deep-seated patterns, imprints that have been passed down from generation to generation to generation. We are activating your soul and your unique blueprint, your mission, your purpose, your joy, your unique sense of self, for you to fully step into this authority, this self leadership within you. And you get to lead your life from your heart, from your soul, and essentially create from a divine place within you the life of your wildest dreams. So I want to express to you the intention of this 10-part series. And we're going to use a lot of declarations and reclamations and statements as frequency medicine, because truly the reality is that the universe does want your fulfillment because you and the universe are one. The universe wants to give to you, just like the mother or father figure have unconditional love for their child. It is exactly the same between you and the universe. There is only unconditional love. Love is all there is. Love is the only thing that is real. the only frequency that is real. And so we're going to transmute fear, false evidence appearing real, and we're going to transmute shame, and we're going to work with the maps of consciousness that was created by David Hawkins. And this map gives us the blueprint of how to shift the lower dense frequencies of guilt and shame and grief and judgment, um, and really start awakening the middle to the upper truth of who you are as courage, as joy, as love, as light. And there's no right or wrong in the space. For you, it's really about honoring yourself, creating the space and time to really absorb and allow this frequency medicine to move through you, to shift you, to change you, to touch you in the place of your heart and soul so that it creates an imprint, a remembrance within you. And throughout this process, I want you to keep breathing. I invite you to breathe in a rhythmic and consistent way because the prana, the life force that you are, is shifting and recalibrating your nervous system. And we're going to do that through the combination of breath, relaxation, setting intentions, words as medicine and magic, and all of the other processes that I have ready to go for you today. So leave everything with me. Let me be your spirit guide. Let me be part of your team of angels, of guides, of masters. Let me be a conduit for you. And that is my divine honor. That is something that I feel very blessed to offer you. Thank you very much for our connection. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your vulnerability. Thank you for your trust. And thank you for stepping up and saying yes to this transformation. And thank you for doing the inner work. And for this 10-part series, the inner work is your attention, your reflection, and your ability to actually take action, whether it's big or small, it doesn't matter because there's no such thing as judgment in this space. You can take any form of action and that be enough. We are learning here. We are developing here. We are growing spiritually here. And I am holding the space for you. My name is Lisa. I am a soul-centered kinesiologist. I am a prosperity priestess, prosperity meaning the holistic approach to prosperity, fulfillment, wholeness, wealth, health, full embodiment on all levels and dimensions so that you can flourish, that you can feel completely aligned in every way, and your nervous system is calibrated to this alignment so that you can fully live your highest potential because you are pure potentiality. And we together are alchemizing what needs to alchemize, turning the energies that have been in that you've been carrying essentially for not only this life but past life as well. And we're going to transmute that energy into a whole new energy. Now, I want you to know when you shift your frequency, raise your vibration, your reality changes. You are the superconscious, you are the creator, and you will start having the creative intelligence move through you, which has always been there, but it may have been filtered through programs and belief systems and stagnations and feelings and emotions and unresolved energies. And once we clear that, you are free flowing in abundance. You are free flowing in creative intelligence. You are free flowing in self-love. And that frequency is undeniable and felt by all that is. You become the magnets for everything that you truly, truly desire in the heart. And so I'm really excited for you and I'm already celebrating you. So well done for being here. We're going to start this process by just gently taking deep breaths in and out. And you're going to set your intention for this activation. You can set any intention that you have for healing, for expansion, for business, for body and soul transformation. You can, and we're going to combine it with the intention for this series. Now, the intention for this series is the intention for this series is take a deep breath in. And we're inviting you into this sacred space. Now, this is a session. This is an activation. This is a meditation. This is a sacred ceremony between you, your higher self, your spirit team, my spirit team, and the creator, source consciousness. Your super conscious and the pure awareness of all that is. You may want to integrate your own tools in this session. Could be a crystal, could be some cleansing tool, could be fire, it may be a candle. Allow yourself to really set the scene for this session and give yourself the space. You can always revise, and I recommend that to come back to this balance, to rewatch it again and again because you will be absorbing and allowing your brain to take in more information each and every time. Okay, our brain takes in what it can take in the first time round. And then the second time round, it takes in a little bit more. And then the third time round, it takes in a little bit more. And this is just the nature of the brain and the consciousness that we delete, distort, and summarize information based on priority because that is the nature of our intelligence. And so feel free to have a candle. Feel free to take any item, any tool from your altar, your sacred space, and just start the ceremonial magic, the intention to be in a sacred place and space for this sacred time of your life. You are transforming. And that is a very huge initiation. It is a rite of passage and it will evolve your soul. And it will also humble or potentially dissolve your ego in the process. I want you to set your intention for this moment. You may want to write it down or affirm it within yourself and just take a few deep breaths through your belly all the way up to your chest, allowing the oxygen to enter into your brain, into the parts of the body that hold tension, hold energy. Maybe your heart, maybe your stomach, maybe your back, maybe your feet. Breathing in, breathing out. We will be channeling cosmic energies, light energies, earth energies, all the planes of existence will be channeled in this session. Allow yourself to recognize that this is a quantum balance. And so everything and anything is possible. And I really want you to expand your awareness around that. So before I set the intention for you, just continue setting the intention for this balance. It could be any healing intention, any growth intention, any leadership activation, such as having mastery of boundaries, charisma activation, confidence activation, feeling at home within your own body, creating an empire within your business and starting to create products and programs, or simply accepting your being for what it is, for who you are, and allowing yourself to surrender to the divine and allow your life to unfold in magical ways beyond control. Whatever your intention is perfect. Start taking a deep breath in and out. So, my superstar, welcome. I'm going to call you the superstar throughout this um, entire series, and it's because you are a superstar. You have this beautiful light within you, and this light radiates and shines out into the world and makes a difference in your community or the people that you interact with. And it's time for you to fully embrace the version of you that is living as the superstar of your life. So, as you take a deep breath in, today marks the beginning of your self love and wholeness journey. And it's a return to your soul. So, this is a really huge initiation, as I mentioned before. This is huge. This will revolutionize your entire existence if you allow it to. Okay. It's a return to your truth and to your wholeness. Together, we will release old fears and shame, reclaim the parts of you that have been lost or fragmented, suppressed in any way, not only in this life, but in your ancestral lineage, in your on your soul level, on a soul level. And we're going to reawaken your highest self. When you live your highest self, you attract others that are of their highest self. So the intention is that when you are whole, you attract others that are whole, and you also attract your soul family, your soul mates, your soul community, and that togetherness is really the true wish fulfillment for you. And so we're not going to be attached to when is the soul family, when is the soulmate, when is the soul community going to come in, because it's always about you. That's just the cherry on top, that naturally happens when you're in that frequency, that vibration, that embodied state, that emanation of self. That's the beauty of the spiritual growth that you have now experienced, that you are now experiencing. Okay, so here in this session, you're going to learn how your consciousness works so that you can move from survival and force into power and creation, becoming an actual conscious creator of your life. Another way of conscious creator is instant manifester, sage, divine channel. But really, it all comes back to you acknowledging, recognizing, and awakening to you as the creator, that you have full sovereignty in your life. So, as we take 3 deep breaths at your own pace, and really give these breaths a go, with each inhale, we're going to draw in safety and presence. And with each exhale, we're releasing all tension and fear. And you're breathing in and out, drawing in safety and presence, knowing what that feels like, knowing what that looks like, knowing what that sounds like, and exhaling tension and fear, setting the intention to do so. Now, there's no right or wrong. I'd love for you to visualize a golden sphere of light surrounding your body, surrounding your environment, your work, any context of your life, such as relationships, community, places that are sacred in your life experience. And by witnessing this golden sphere of light, and I really want you to give this a go, we're creating a safe, sacred space for transformation. And this golden sphere of light is not only circulating around you, but you start breathing it in and it starts becoming like a liquid light that washes the internal landscape of your body, cleanses and purifies your consciousness, your organs, your glands, your meridians, your blood stream, your cells, every aspect that makes you you, your multidimensional field of consciousness, your auric layers, your gut, your heart, and your brain, all chakras. And just allow the sphere of golden light to continue circulating within you, through you, above you, as you let it go into your blood. Let your heart pump it through your circulatory system. And we're setting the intention for this series. I am my own soulmate and am in divine alignment with the highest version of myself. I reclaim my power and live in harmony with my soul's truth. I effortlessly magnetize my soul family, soul mates, and soul tribe for a life of love, abundance, and divine synchronicity, divine love, divine guidance, divine truth. I am blessed. I am loved. I am seen. I am heard. I reclaim my self love and inner wholeness now. And so it is. And I want you to feel that intention move through you in the way that you feel it. Take a deep breath in for me and release. Let your body release all tension in the way that you feel is best. You might want to stretch, you might want to shake your hands, you might want to move your neck, you might want to sigh. Just allow yourself to really be in this space of sacred transformation. As we take a deep breath in, we're also going to do a kinesiology process and that you can take away and start ritualizing, practicing every day. It doesn't take long. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is place our hand, just look at the camera in this position, all fingers come to one point, and we're going to place all fingers at one point at the center of our crown like this. And you hold all fingers pointing at the center of your crown like this. And you're repeating after me at your own pace. Infinite love and gratitude to my spirit connection. I am pure love. And just repeat that. Infinite love and gratitude to my spirit connection. I am pure love. And just take a deep breath in and out. Now place your entire palm, your entire hand on your forehead. We activate your mind. Infinite love and gratitude to my mind connection. My mind is open. I can attract anything in my life. I have infinite possibilities and potential. Infinite love and gratitude to my mind connection. My mind is open. I can attract anything into my life. I have infinite possibilities and potential. Well done. Now I want you to place your hand or your two first fingers onto into the center of your heart. So your first two fingers or your entire hand at the center of your heart. Both will work. Now we activate your body heart. Take a deep breath in and out. Infinite love and gratitude to my body heart connection. I can heal, regenerate completely, and be whole. Infinite love and gratitude to my body and heart connection. I can heal, regenerate completely, and be whole. Take a deep breath in. Now I want you to point with your index finger down to your feet As you point down to your feet, take a deep breath in and out, activating earth. Infinite love and gratitude to my earth connection. My nature is to thrive and change. Infinite love and gratitude to my earth connection. My nature is to thrive and change. As you take a deep breath in, I want you to feel this process be a process that you allow every single day to be your anchor for the spirit, mind, body, heart, and earth to all work in unison within you so that you can fully embrace this infinite consciousness that lives inside of you, as you, through you, the field of awareness that you are, to be fully active, fully in the forefront, at the driver's seat, so that your life continues to expand in the most magical way that you truly deserve it to be. You are worthy and deserving of living a heaven on earth experience. Heaven symbolic for love, bliss, abundance, fulfillment, joy, fun, learning, growth, all the amazing things that really touch and expand you on a heart level. As you take a deep breath in, we're activating your root chakra to ground this activation and intention. So as you close your eyes, take a deep breath in, bringing awareness to the base of your spine, to the very base of your spine. Place all your awareness and consciousness at the base of your spine. And I want you to imagine a warm red light glowing here. Great. It's connecting you deeply to the earth beneath you. So this red light is connecting you to the core of the earth. And as it does, take a deep breath in and feel the earth rising to meet you, holding you, and supporting you. And I want you to actually feel the love and the holding embrace that the earth is offering you now. With every exhale, take a deep breath in and out. With every exhale, I want you to begin feeling, and you're being witnessed in this feeling, the release of fear. Conscious or unconscious, known or unknown. The release of instability and anxiety. Any nervous system imbalance, aware or unaware, is starting to dissolve as the earth absorbs it, transforms it, transmutes it. And I want you to feel and know that you are safe to let go. This is your practice This is your opportunity to be witnessed in the safety to let go of everything that you've been holding on to. Now, I'm muscle testing to see what specific fears that you're releasing. The fear of being wrong, the fear of fines or getting in trouble, the fear of learning, the fear of school, the fear of music. So let's just take this all with discernment that this could be not only this life, but past life. The fear of not being understood, the fear of open and closed spaces, the fear of personal injury or sexual assault, the fear of self, the fear of sport, the fear of becoming real, the fear of being ordinary, the fear of enlightenment, the fear of imperfection. Now, the earth is holding you through this. So, this is a really big deal, superstar. This is a very big deal. You're releasing the false evidence appearing real around what's coming up right now. The fear of letting go, the fear of spirituality, the fear of missing out, the fear of not being yourself, the fear of prayer, the fear of unconditional love, the fear of taking responsibility, the fear of pain or the fear of being hurt, the fear of letting go comes up again, fear of judgment, fear of insanity, fear of hospitals, fear of health, fear of doctors and dentists, fear of detachment, fear of death and dying, fear of compassion. And that's what's being muscle tested for now. So again, I want to ask the earth to hold you as you release anxiety into the earth, and you're being witnessed in that. We acknowledge that these fears, conscious or unconscious, known or unknown, have served you in one way or another, in the way that they served you because they existed within you, because they lived in your consciousness, they were alive in your consciousness, and they're now starting to dissolve because you're becoming more present. And in the present moment, you're so here that you don't entertain the mind. You don't entertain what ifs. You don't allow yourself to make up stories in your mind and to allow the wounded parts of you or the ego program within you to take charge. You are conscious enough to recognize the separation between you and the false evidence appearing real. And you are conscious enough to recognize that you are an eternal, sacred creator who is fully powerful to live in accordance to divine flow, divine surrender, and to really feel what it's like when you operate from a higher place within yourself, this unconditional love and authenticity. Now, I want to activate the difference between authenticity and perfection so that you can recognize that you can be fully authentic and at a high frequency without being perfect. So how does that look like? What does that look like? Okay? Well, what it looks like is that say you have this emotion come up within you because of a particular feeling being suppressed and it wants to come up and through you, or say you misinterpret something, misunderstand something from a mental perspective, and you take offense to it. Whatever the situation is, these are just examples. Say this happens. What we're doing is we're accepting that you're allowed to feel what you feel because that is authentic. That as long as you're being authentic in acknowledging your feelings, however ridiculous they may be, because you're being authentic in honoring what's coming up for you, you're at the highest frequency. So, an example, this is just an example. I feel upset. I feel resentful. I feel bitter because I feel left out in the cold. I feel ignored by this person. This is an example of you acknowledging how you feel. Now, because you're so real with yourself about those feelings, your frequency is actually at its highest because you're being authentic in your emotions. So you could be feeling resentful, but because you're being authentic in acknowledging how you feel and choosing to release it, you're at a high frequency regardless. And authenticity moments and vulnerability moments are authentic. I mean, vulnerability moments are authentic. Being real with yourself is authentic. So it just shows that you don't have to be perfect or the traditional sense of high frequency, holy, good, to be at a high frequency. So let's let go of your belief of what it means to be in a higher consciousness. And let's cleanse your emotions of any shame or self judgment that you have of yourself right here and right now. Or any part of yourself that feels like you're failing or that you're not enough. So, as you take a deep breath in, we're going to start this activation. We're going to first activate the force energy within you by acknowledging it. I am aware, I am acknowledging the force inside of me, the places, spaces, ways I behave with force in survival mode, in fear-based states like shame, guilt, grief, anger, judgment, control. And at these levels, we feel powerless and reactive. Life feels heavy, limited, unsafe. And can we clear you from forcing and fear-based states now? So I want you to imagine that this beautiful light energy that lives inside of your heart is uniting with the light of pure source light, pure unconditional love, perfect love, and perfect truth, as if it's a sacred marriage or a sacred connection. It's like the star that you are and the star of all that is are magnetizing together and uniting. And this unification of your star and the star of all that is creates a big bang or a beautiful alchemical situationship that transmutes force and catapults you into power. Power, creation mode. Love-based states like courage, acceptance, joy, peace. Here, you feel expansive, creative, deeply connected. Life flows and you begin to create consciously. And this is where we're heading, beloved superstar. Take a deep breath in. As you take a deep breath in, I want to activate for you that at shame, life feels miserable and hopeless. And so we're releasing all the times that you experienced that. And we're going to the very first time to really recalibrate your consciousness, your perception, your view of the very first time you felt ashamed, the very first time you felt shame in relationship with others, with body, in any context, such as work, such as connections, friendships. And we're going to heal you from every single time that you experience this hopeless or ashamed feeling. We're releasing you from the fear paradigm where life feels dangerous, the courage paradigm where life becomes exciting and full of possibility is now coming online for you. And at love, life feels safe, abundant, and interconnected. Now, when it's interconnected, it truly is a flow state between you and all that is, including all beings. It will feel like others read your mind. It will feel like you can fully be yourself, and it will feel ease, like the universe and the key players that are conduits of the universe are working in a level of togetherness. It's as if you are in a hive mind where all are working as one organism. That is the interconnectivity that love frequency and vibration offers you. It feels expansive and it feels like a blessing every day, all day. And at the same time, the experience is completely subjective. Allow yourself to let go of the projection of what you think this is going to give you to experience what it truly will. So today we are going to move your consciousness from force to power, from fear and survival to love, trust, and divine creation. That means you may be an inventor, an innovator, a creator, a magician. These are the archetypes that will offer you this beautiful, amazing journey of divine creation. You start working with the higher realms to create and co-create. And that is the most highest fulfillment that there is. One of. It could be creating family, creating legacy, creating a business, creating a community, innovating, inventing, creating anything. And everything in creation was created by this activation, the frequency of this activation by love. Everything that exists in creation, every tree, every plant, every bird, every human was created by the connection of love between you, between them, between source. It's always a co-creation between you and divinity, you and truth, you and love. Love is the byproduct of you living in truth, in your heart, in your soul. And your soul is love. Your soul is divine love. Your soul is unconditional love. So let's take a moment to tune into your body and your heart. And just place all your wholeness, your attention into your body. I want to remind you that the very first activation will be longer because we're setting the scene, we're setting the North Star, and then all the following activations, 2 till 10, will be shorter, where we dive right into everything for you to absorb the process. As you take a deep breath in, I want you to practice placing your awareness, your wholeness, your attention into your body, your heart, scanning your body and your heart. And I want you to notice any fear, doubt, old patterns that feel heavy or constricting. And this is in relationship to your intention and this intention, the intention that we have for today, which is I am my own soulmate and am in divine alignment with the highest version of myself. I reclaim my power and live in harmony with my soul's truth. I effortlessly magnetize my soul family, soul mates, and soul tribe for a life of love, abundance, and divine synchronicity, divine love, divine truth, divine connection. I am blessed, and so it is. So, in relationship to that, I want you to scan your body to see what you're holding in your heart or body, whether it's shame from the past, fear of being alone, attachment to time, timelines. Like, I've got to meet the love of my life before this age, and I've got to create the success that I have in my mind before this time. And I'm running out of time. So, attachment to timelines or people pleasing patterns. Do you place other people's needs before your own? Are you afraid to set boundaries or have this authority within you in case you fear that you're scaring someone away or they may dislike you or they may judge you? Are you seeking approval? And you have it in your consciousness to identify the patterns. You really do. I know that you are aware of your deepest patterns that you're ready to release today. Are you over available, too available, emotionally, mentally, spiritually available for those who are unavailable? Are you gripping on when you should be surrendering and letting go? Is fear freezing you from taking action? Is overwhelm protecting you unconsciously from criticism and the fear of being critiqued? Do you have the wound, I'm not enough? I don't feel enough. My body is not enough. I want you to just speak your truth, knowing that it's authentic and therefore the highest vibration. I'm pissed off is an example of speaking your truth. I'm exhausted. I'm over it. When is it going to happen? When am I going to finally have everything that I need and want? When will this struggle end? Why are there delays in my life? Why do I feel like everything is crumbling? These are just examples of what you're holding on to in your body. I'm going to give you a moment as you breathe in and out to scan your own consciousness and take that moment to tune in to your body and your heart. Speak your truth to your heart as if you're having a moment between you and the divine, as if you're in front of your inner temple, inside of your temple, and you're being real with where you're at. And here's the balance. Well done for still being here, being present. We're going to now balance you. I'm going to bring up everything into alignment. And the way that we're going to do this is through downloads meditation. you just relax and receive, and you will feel the energy moving through you. We're going to do quite a few downloads. So it's important that you breathe throughout it and trust wholeheartedly that you're going to get what you need. We're starting off with release. Let's release everything that no longer serves your highest self. Now, if these downloads are missing anything that is specific to you, I want you to know that each download holds the frequency to also gift you the awareness of what is specific to you, and then you will allow the frequency of this transmission, this activation between you and I to also clear that, but you need to speak it into existence. You need to actually say, I release. So include your own release as well, or write it down. Closing your eyes, meditating and going within, taking a deep breath in. I release fear stored in my body, mind, and heart. I release shame that has kept me small and silent. Let your body release it. White light is pulling it out of your body into the light. White light is pulling it out of your body and sending it into the light. I release guilt and self-blame for past decisions. I release grief and the weight of old losses. Take a deep breath in. I release resentment and anger stored in my nervous system. I release patterns of people pleasing and overgiving. I release attachment to time and rushing my growth. I release distrust of divine timing and flow. Take a deep breath in. I release suppression of my voice and truth. I release ancestral patterns of fear and self-abandonment. I release comparison and jealousy that block my joy. Take a deep breath in. I release control and rigidity, opening to surrender. Take a deep breath in. I release beliefs that love must come through suffering. I release scarcity thinking and survival-based behaviors. I release fatigue caused by over-efforting and striving. I release fear of being seen, watched, and celebrated. I release isolation and illusion of separation between me and the creator of all that is. I release shame around my body, voice, and self expression. I release karmic bonds that keep me tied in painful loops. I release every memory that no longer reflects my truth. As you take a deep breath in, I invite you now to imagine placing each pattern, known or unknown, and any pattern that you're identifying with, that you have added to this release, into a golden flame in front of you. So watch that golden flame in front of you. And just like we burn a piece of paper, for example, and see it dissolve, these patterns are now being dissolved into this golden flame. So not only did we have the white light pull it out, but and send it into the light, but we're just reinforcing your patterns of release, longing, despair, lack of trust, oversensitivity, however you want to express it. Thin skin, skinned, deeply afraid, and therefore stagnant. Everything that you're releasing is leaving you lighter, freer, and more whole. And I want you to feel that. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in and out, you may want to smile, knowing that you have genuinely released what does not serve you. And I want you to identify anything that blocks you from feeling whole or loving of self. I release self-judgment, self-criticism, being hard on myself, being picky with myself, picking on myself, bullying myself, rejecting myself, abandoning myself, ignoring my own needs, devaluing myself, undervaluing myself, not seeing or honoring my own worth. I release, I release, I release. I release attaching myself to others, obsessing, fixated on requiring their love to fill me up. I release basing my worth on what I do instead of who I be. I release being conditional with myself. Now, as your energy clears, we now call back your power and your truth through sacred reclamations. Closing your eyes, taking a deep breath in and out. I reclaim my sense of safety and grounding. I reclaim my place of belonging in this world. Allow yourself to receive these downloads. So now the light is flowing in you. Before the light was pulling out into the light, now the light is pouring in you. I want you to feel this pouring of light, filling up your body with light, filling up your cells with light, filling up your organs, your brain with light, pouring in light, pouring in light, pouring in light. It's like if you were a chocolate mold and we were pouring liquid chocolate into the mold, what we're doing is pouring liquid light into your body as a vessel, as a vehicle, as a container. I reclaim my sense of safety and grounding. I reclaim my authentic voice and full expression and safety of doing so. I reclaim my body as a temple of vitality and joy. I reclaim my place of belonging in this world. I reclaim my inner child's innocence, wonder, and light. I reclaim trust in myself and my choices made from inner truth, coming from inner truth. I reclaim trust in divine timing and alignment. I reclaim my ability to create from love instead of fear. Breathe. I reclaim forgiveness and compassion for myself and others unconditionally. I reclaim my right to live free and unbound. I reclaim my natural magnetism and abundance flow. I reclaim my heart's capacity to love deeply. I reclaim harmony between my mind, body, and spirit. I reclaim every soul fragment across time and space. I reclaim my ability to receive support from the universe with ease. I reclaim my divine boundaries as a leadership awakening within me. I reclaim balance between giving and receiving. And I reclaim the mastery of balance between giving and receiving. I reclaim my life as a sacred creation. And as these reclamations move through you, pour into you, the golden threads weaving together are forming a beautiful tapestry of your wholeness. Feel free to add any other reclamations that are very specific to where you're at. You now have the consciousness to be aware of your personal reclamation. I reclaim my sovereignty to love myself wholeheartedly without the attachment to my soulmate coming in. I trust what is meant for me will always be in my experience, in my awareness, with me, through me, as me. I am one with what is meant for me. I am united with my destiny. I am the creator of my fate. Take a deep breath in. I reclaim my self-trust in stepping up as a leader and speaking my truth, creating my legacy. I reclaim my focus and attention to come back to me and my personal journey. I reclaim my ability to honor and feel what comes through me, what moves through me. I reclaim unconditional love for myself. I reclaim reparenting myself through care and ease and gentleness. I reclaim ease in my life. I reclaim creation from ease, creating from ease. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. Take a deep breath in. Keep reclaiming your specific reclamation. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. We're now going to reawaken. And then session two, I will offer you the download so that we don't go over in time. We're now reawakening the parts of you that are ready to rise and shine. Take a deep breath in, superstar. I reawaken unconditional self-love in every cell of my being. I reawaken the truth that I am my own soulmate. I reawaken joy and playfulness in my being. I reawaken my breath and its natural, healthy rhythm, my magnetic presence to attract aligned relationships through the aligned relationship I have with myself and Creator. I reawaken my trust in the flow of life. I reawaken my divine feminine essence of grace and power. I reawaken my inner masculine strength for protection and action. Breathe. I reawaken sacred sensuality and intimacy, feeling safe for this high level closeness between me, my guides, the creator, my soul tribe, soul family, soulmates. I reawaken my vision for my highest timeline, knowing what that looks like to live my most blessed, favored, fulfilling life. I reawaken my intuition and inner knowing. I reawaken harmony with my soul family and tribe. I reawaken balance between softness and strength. I reawaken my courage to live authentically as I choose to do so as my priority. Both peace, authenticity, and truth. Living my soul's truth from my heart is my priority. I reawaken my embodiment of love and compassion and feel it. I feel it. I feel that love and compassion. I reawaken joy in every moment of my life, knowing it is possible. It is available. It's within me, as me, through me, for me, to me, with me. Take a deep breath in. I reawaken my spiritual gifts and higher purpose. I reawaken freedom from fear and control. I reawaken the experience of deep connection and belonging. I reawaken my sovereignty as a divine creator, having the true perspective and definition of sovereignty. I reawaken unity with all of life, seeing that the world is me. Others are me. Life is the energy of all that is, and I am all that is. So, as you take a deep breath in, allow this release, this reclamation and reawakening to move through you now, witnessing yourself elevate to the energy of the infinity sign. So, how you see yourself elevate to the infinity sign is I want you to now witness that your heart is the center that of the earth and the cosmic planes of existence. And this beautiful infinity sign is traveling as at the speed of light, pulsating through your heart all the way up to the cosmic realms, looping through all the realms of the cosmos, down into your heart, looping through your heart, moving all the way down into the earthly realms, looping through the earthly realms where the infinity energy meets at your heart and endlessly loops back into the cosmic planes. Your heart is the center of the infinity sign, and you are now connected, tethered to the upper and the lower, to heaven and earth, and you are the center of heaven and earth as the bridge, as the bridge. And the energies of heaven and the energies of earth are both moving through this unending infinity sign that is there for you always. You are always tethered and connected to this unending infinity pulse that nourishes, charges, and restores your being at all times, because you are now this center of the cosmic infinity sign, the figure eight that is pulsing through your heart, connecting you to heaven and earth and its medicine. Now, I know I said that the next activation we're going to do downloads. Downloads are energies of consciousness, pockets of information at a cellular, ancestral, and quantum level, shifting you, educating you with new default mode, a new default mode. So these truths integrate into every cell of your being so that you can become the new default reality. So I know I said that I'm going to do it next session, but I want to just give you at least 10 to take away after this session. And then next session, we're going to start with the downloads and then do the process so that you can really feel the shift of consciousness. Breathing in throughout each download, we're doing 10. So just do the best that you can with your breath. Breathing in, breathing out, relaxing your body, letting go completely. Maybe you want to go into a corpse pose, a shavasana pose. You just let go completely, like a starfish. You just let go and you just spread your wings and you just completely surrender onto the ground beneath you. I know how to love myself unconditionally, even when others do not. I know how to feel whole from the Creator's perspective and definition of feeling whole without needing another to complete me. I know how to prioritize my needs without guilt or fear. I know how to honor my voice and speak my truth clearly. I know how to see myself through the lens of love and worthiness. Take a deep breath in. I know how to hold safe, loving boundaries with others, identifying them fearlessly, courageously, and creating and setting them in motion, feeling safe to do so. Writing them all down and saying, activate, activate, activate with my God-given voice, my love-given voice, my loving voice. I know how to deeply trust my body and its inner wisdom. I know how to connect with my inner soulmate, and I do every day, all day. I feel my inner soulmate as my guiding light, my guiding force, my best friend, my beloved. And I trust my inner soulmate always. I know how to nourish myself emotionally and spiritually, and I do. I know how to live from sovereignty rather than external approval. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. Take a deep breath in, allowing these downloads to shift your multidimensional field, your lens, clearing all traumas where you have disconnected from yourself, lost parts of yourself. As you allow the soul fragment balance, the soul fragment process to now integrate you into wholeness. This is just the beginning of this journey. We have plenty more to go. Every layer of this 10-part series will keep building and building and building on the last. I want you to now allow the intention of this balance to wash over you like a sacred waterfall of light. So imagine yourself diving into this beautiful landscape of water with this sacred waterfall washing you, cleansing you, clearing you, as if you are having a spiritual experience with the waterfall of light. I am my own soulmate, and I am in divine alignment with the highest version of myself. I reclaim my power and live in harmony with my soul's truth. I effortlessly magnetize my soul family, soul mates, and soul tribe for a life of love, abundance, and divine synchronicity, divine truth, divine love, divine creation, divine sovereignty. I am blessed. I am whole. I am loved. I am united with all that is, living a fulfilling life. And so it is. Take a deep breath in, coming back into your body, this space, noticing how you feel, noticing the activation take place. Your homework, if you choose to take this suggestion on board, is to say a little prayer for you. Say a little prayer for you. To say a little prayer for you. I would love for you to light a candle and say a little prayer for you. And I want to download for you that every time you light a candle and say a little prayer for you and the highest good of all and the highest good for all, of all and for all, every time you do that, you become more and more powerful in being an instant manifester. And you actually see, feel, know without a single doubt that the prayer, the candle, and your presence and your co creation and your connection with your inner beloved and inner soulmate, the combination truly offers you the fulfillment, the manifestations, the experiences that you know in your heart are divinely prepared for you, are divinely planned for you. And all that is required is patience for it to formulate in the physical realm, because it already has formulated in the energetic realm, the emotional realm, at the speed of light. And the patience is the level of patience that you would have if you were to plant a seed in the ground. And the seed is a flower, a garden, or a tree. And that's the level of patience that you would have. I'm planting the seed and I'm letting it grow. And you're allowing it to grow without rushing the process. Without rushing the process. So, would you like the download of that kind of patience? When it comes to your manifestations, your wish fulfillment, soulmates, soul family, soul tribe, divine flow, prosperity, everything working in alignment to your truth and your connection to all that is. Thank you, my superstar, for taking the time for this activation. The first session is quite long compared to the others, but we really set the foundation. And now we're going to play. Yes, things, when it comes to healing, when it comes to release work, when it comes to shadow work, when it comes to facing your fears, it's not always, the blissful experience. Emotions come up for you to be processing them, but once you process them, it's a whole new world. You don't have to carry anything. You don't have to carry anything. Once you process it, it's transmuted. So I want to remind you that it's safe to feel your feelings and it's safe to have down moments, and just know that you're not going to stay there. That this is a journey of alchemy and you're becoming a new version of yourself. You're becoming a leader, you're becoming a lover, your heart is activating for yourself, you're becoming unconditionally accepting and loving of yourself. And so give yourself permission to navigate this transformation with grace, with grace. And you're doing that. Well done. I will see you in session 2. If you have any questions, reach out, comment, get in touch. You can email info@soulcenteredkinesiology.com.au. You can also find me on WhatsApp or Instagram, YouTube as the Prosperity Priestess, the Prosperity Goddess, and Magic Wise Woman on Instagram. So I am here for you and I would love to hear from you. I would love to know how you found this experience and what you're noticing now that you've been activated on a DNA and cosmic level. All right, beloved, go have fun with your inner child. Honor him or her. I'll see you soon.